Hey everybody, Garrett here with Easy HOA. I wanted to go ahead and provide a quick 2 to 3 minute video of the software features right within our demo itself. And for a more detailed demo, feel free to contact me by email or phone. I'd be happy to get that scheduled with you and of course answer any of your questions. But in the meantime, I wanted to just touch on quickly our included website. You can see that this is our demo site, so it's pretty basic, but when it comes to the HOA association, we feel that a basic website is very beneficial for some basic things here. You can obviously use your own artwork, or we can create a one-time simple logo for you for your association. You can have your board members. There's a contact us tab right on the website itself. Your document storage is very key and important, so you can have that accessible to the owners. Not all of the documents need to be shared on the website. In fact, at my association, we don't share any of them on our website. They are behind the owner portal. You can decide how you want to do that as a board member when you log in. And then there's the events and news tabs where you can post anything that's coming up. But you can really make this software work for you in your own way for your needs at your association and make this simple landing page your own. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to log in here as an owner. Each individual owner does have the opportunity, if they wish, to utilize the software and log in. Each one of them will be able to have their own login portal, password protected. So if I'm Don Little, I log in, I can obviously see my balance, my billing history. I can make a payment if I wish for my dues. I can pay ahead of time and have a credit, or if I see that I have a balance, obviously I can make that payment. It's very convenient that you can do this electronically as well. We provide a merchant account right within the software. Document storage, as I mentioned, if you do not have the documents available on the website, this is where the owner would view those. There is a member-to-member directory that they can decide what information of theirs personally is accessible to the other owners if they wish. They don't have to share it if they don't like to. Events and news, simple and straightforward there, but you as the board get to decide if there's any events and news that you want to broadcast. If an owner wants to put in an architectural review change or even a maintenance request, they can submit that here, and then the board obviously receives that. I'll show you what that looks like on the other end when we log on here in a few minutes as a board member. You can put out surveys or an actual vote to replace a president, for example, or if you're voting on what to do with a specific architectural change. Maybe you're looking to replace the pickleball courts and put in one tennis court for the association, things like that. Violations, pretty simple and straightforward. We do use violations at my association more or less as a warning. We don't necessarily issue any fees, but it is nice to use the tool within the software for nudging and making sure folks are staying and living within the bylaws. So pretty simple and straightforward. This is what it looks like for each individual owner when they log in to see their balance, put in requests, etc. Now let's go ahead and go back over here. I want to show you what it looks like to log in as a board member. So let's go ahead and log in there. Now, when you log in as a board member, it's really convenient to see if there's anybody that's past due. There's reports for the dues collection, and that might be for fines or violations, maybe a one-time assessment, etc. So you have reports for that. You can track the violations. This is where you would come to issue a new violation for the association. This is convenient as well. I wanted to point out at this time, our software is mobile friendly, so you can do that with your phone, tablet. When you're out in the community, take a picture, issue the violation. It sends a text and an email to the specific owner, letting them know that they've parked illegally or that they've left up their holiday decorations into the springtime, and you can't have that. Whatever it might be that you're wanting to make sure that they get fixed and tidy things up. This is where you'd see any new requests that come in. If someone's wanting to build a new deck, you'd see a new request here. You would also get notified via email, via a summary email that each one of the board members and admins would receive. We do provide an integrated phone system for you where you can send out text messages. You can make phone calls and receive those phone calls if you wish as well. And it's nice because you won't have to utilize your personal cell phone to do that. It'll track all the history right here within the software itself. Email capability is really awesome. All the email communication can be stored here for reference in the future. And you're not having to use your own email for the association management. You use that email that we provide. If you get any new voicemails, as I mentioned, and then of course surveys and voting. Just a couple other quick things I'll touch on. Document storage, this is where you would go to upload new documents, create any folders. We're built on the Google Cloud. There's no cap or limit to the amount of space that you need for your documents and all your history. As I mentioned, voting and surveys. We have templates ready to go for your email and text message communication for automated dues reminders, as well as late and lien notices. So if you need to send out notifications, you set that up one time, the software will automatically send out those notifications letting owners know that they're late. So really awesome. We also include a merchant account for you guys to be able to collect electronic payments via ACH or e-check, as well as debit card or credit card. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on quickly is the accounting tools. We realize that many associations, they enjoy utilizing, whether it's an Excel spreadsheet, or maybe even an accounting tool like QuickBooks for the tracking of the profit and loss and all your different reports. I do want to point out that you can use our software and activate the accounting tool if you wish to connect your bank account to the software. It is convenient because it'll pull in all of your transactions. You'll be able to obviously see in live time your budget, your year-to-date actuals, because it will show your expenses and your income and where you sit currently. So this accounting tool, it is really an awesome functionality that we've built within the software. If you wish to turn that on, you can. We don't require anybody to, because we do understand there are certain accountants or treasurers that prefer to use their own methods of tracking the expenses, but we do have that as an option. I just wanted to point out lastly, just the difference between a unit and an owner. Let me pull this up quickly and simply show you what this looks like. If you're in the unit view for a specific owner there at your association on the board, you can pull up and you can obviously see the details of that unit, what their balance is, if they've got a credit. The owners that are within the association, you can see Don and Mary live there, but they might have their granddaughter Jessica as an emergency contact because they live there with their grandparents. In this case, you might even have a renter, so you can indicate if the property is a rental and you can turn that on and off. That's really convenient, and there's a report to show how many of the units are rentals. You can see the billing history, etc. Now, if you want to jump over to the profile for the owner, you click on his name, and it'll take you over to Don Little's profile. You can see his contact information, all of the history that you've had with him, if you've had emails between you and the board, between him and the board, text messages, of course, phone calls. So it's convenient. Again, you get to utilize our included phone number in the system to send him messages. You would write the message out here. When he responds, the history of that communication lives within the software indefinitely. So really convenient. Again, I know this is a brief overview, but we love making your life easier. Simply keeping everything in one place is our goal, making life streamlined and automated. We look forward to serving you. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to take you through a more formal demo, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.